my dear Pisces, this is a love reading, our prediction for the month of May with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's an all signs reading up about finances and career for the full members to this channel. And the reading, how do I work on finding a life partner, are available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for April to get a context, and this is the prediction for May. Now we'll start reading your cards, and I'm using the OSHO Zen Tarot with Ma Deva Padma. When I open your deck here, I see Integration, which is the Alchemist or Temperance card, together with Breakthrough, which is the Justice card. So it definitely seems like you're going through some metamorphosis, or maybe your partner or both of you are going through a metamorphosis. Something that has been like typical for your personality in the past is not going to be typical for your personality in the future, because we have changed, we have become, have learned to get to know ourselves better and found ourselves more. So the personality is falling off like old clothes. Okay. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have Postponement, which is the Four of Swords. It's Libra energy. This is also Libra energy. So I get the sense that a person has tried to be peaceful or find peace inside themselves. But it was not through peace that we found the solution. It was through breakthrough and even breakdowns at some point in time. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we also have the change card. It's the Wheel of Fortune, the karma card, things that recycles in our life. So 10, 11, it's a lot of major arcana cards here. So I think you're dealing with the karma together with a partner. It can be that the same thing is happening in a relationship, like different partners, but the same scenario, or we might be acting in the same way over and over again, or the relationship presents the same problems over and over again. But here we have the chance to make a real breakthrough, a real change, and we might not have to repeat these old patterns anymore. So 6 elements, and it's through consciousness. This is 1, the 10, 1 plus 0 is also 1. So it shows, so it's 1, 1, and the Justice card is also 1, 1. It shows a portal which we can go through if we are aware and awake. Instead of getting triggered by our partner, we look at what is the trigger and how does it feel inside of us, and kind of being the observer instead of the one reacting to the triggering. Okay. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Pisces viewers. Suppression, another 10. Sometimes we just feel our triggers, but we don't do anything about it. We just grind our teeth until they become gravel, and we are too nice, this Libra energy, to tell our person how they are triggering us. It's not helpful either. It's maybe a more gracious way of doing things instead of chopping their head off or creating a big drama or being self-destructive. But this is also a little bit self-destructive, to just keep it all inside. Okay, we at least need to admit to ourselves how we feel and how we get triggered, not thinking that we are ridiculous or we shouldn't feel that way. Just feel what you feel. You don't have to take unconscious decisions about it and doing, stupid, reckless things. 8 of Cups, letting go. it's something you're trying to live up to. You're probably trying to be emotionally mature and you don't want to be triggered, but you at least need to acknowledge the trigger for yourself. It's like you're holding your breath, trying to keep control over yourself to not get triggered or not show that you get triggered. Okay. So I will tune in for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in May. This is the new bottom of the deck. It's the letting go energy. So I really feel like we should read that. This deck comes with a very exquisite book. So I'll read a little bit part for you. This is lotus leaf, and it has its roots deep down in the soil. So the things that's making you dramatic or making your partner dramatic or triggered, it's coming from your roots. So it really needs to be investigated and honored. But it doesn't have to be like the other person's fault that we have those triggers. It's about our own roots. It's not about how they triggered us. It's why we are getting triggered. We are getting triggered because we are not healed. So, in existence, there is nobody who is superior and nobody who is inferior. The blade of grass and the great star and the drop of water are all absolutely equal. But man wants to be higher than others. He wants to conquer nature. Hence, he has to fight continuously. All complexity arises out of this fight. The innocent person, though, is one who has renounced fighting, who is no longer interested in being higher, who is no longer interested in performing, in proving that he's something special, who has become like a rose flower or like a dewdrop on the lotus leaf, who has become part of infinity, who has melted, merged, and become one with the ocean, and is just a wave, who has no idea of the I. The disappearance of the I is innocence. So I feel like you're losing parts of your personality. You're not going to be annihilated, but it's both as you're facing yourself and your own trauma, drama, and karma. And in the same time, you're stop blaming other people for how you get triggered. And you're getting more and more curious on why you're getting triggered and what's inside of you that feels the triggering, and what is going on there. What's the story behind? So I'm thinking you're looking deeper into your roots here, and what you will find is eventually enlightenment and this innocence that's being spoken of. And here we see the creator. I think this is a part of your very sparkling spiritual growth that's happening together with you right now. But I'm also thinking that your partner has been a help. So sometimes we place people in different timelines that we are walking down. So they are part of our destiny. We are destined to meet them. So they can help us, maybe to trigger us in the right way so that we can grow, or even say smart things that will give us a eureka moment. Okay. So this is what's on your mind with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for May, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation here. And it's the rebel. So not only are you and possibly your partner going through this metamorphosis where you're seeking your roots and why you are getting triggered, and also losing parts of your personality that was just complicated and unnecessary, with things like pride and other things that you had that's not giving you anything substantial anymore. And this rebel, it's also where we are deciding to become more ourselves, despite what other people might think or want or need from us. So we we are no longer scared to show our true face. And here we have the Thunderbolt, which is the Tower. And I told that it's either to break through or break down that we go through this metamorphosis and become this very highly spiritual person, or this person that has gone through this big change and lost their ego, basically. And it seems like you are going through that situation. Maybe your person has been extraordinarily difficult and it has triggered change in you. It can also be anger. We're seeing the lightning strikes here in this. So you might be angry with things. Anger is usually a great way to initially wake up when we have enough and we put an end to things. It's also when we're getting to know ourselves better and know more what we need and what we don't need. So I'm feeling like it's a surrender to what's happening and an acceptance of maybe the other person and yourself. And in the same time, it's very overwhelming, and we might feel like we are in a washing machine just being tossed around like this. And this is what's on their mind, and we can see trust here. So I just feel like this person might not grasp exactly what's going on. They just feel like they love you and want to be with you, but maybe it's not possible at this time. Maybe you're too angry, or you're going through so many things that you feel that maybe the relationship needs a pause, or you can't let anyone in right now because you don't even know yourself what's going on. And here we have in the bond between you, we have the miser. So that's someone being very prideful and maybe holding back on their emotions. But it might be that this is you. We have 4 here. And there's 4 4s in the 16 Thunderbolt. So it's possible that you need to keep people on an arm's length distance right now because there's so many things going on inside of you. And here we have also new vision. You remember we had the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. We also had 11, the Justice card. And this is 12, new vision, which is the Hangman card. So it shows that you are, again, letting go of your old personality and there's a metamorphosis going on inside of you. And this person might be a little bit in the dark of what's happening here. Here we see control. Control together with the miser. I think this person loves you, but they might have a certain personality that, well, they want to look put together or sharp, or they want to make other people respect them by acting cool. And it's really not as we are allowed to meet the true person. We are meeting a mask of this person. I think there's a lovely person inside, but this might be what has triggered you, that the person is not acting accordingly with who they truly are. They are more acting to play a game or play like a drama for spectators. Like I'm acting cool, or I'm acting like I don't care so deeply about you, so other people won't think I'm ridiculously like too much in love with you and that you are, underneath your spell or something. So it's a little bit juvenile energy here, even with the king. Shows that this person is not able to be 100% present or even honest in the relationship. They might want to act cool, or maybe they act in ways that they think that will make you love them. Maybe you will love them more if they like this type of music instead of if they like this type, or if they have these kind of clothes instead of these clothes. So they are trying to paint a picture that you will be attracted by, but maybe that's the picture that's appalling to you, the thing where the person isn't true or honest or not 100% themselves. Because you yourself are going through this metamorphosis of becoming more yourself, so you will be more sensitive also to when people are playing games or not being true. And here we see existence. So it's like things are calibrating inside of you and certain things are settling, and we don't know exactly where it's going to end. It's another 1, the 1 that we have. So you're not ready to toss this person away, but also not to welcome them. You don't know when the wheel is going to stop spinning and where you are going to be at that point, how you are going to feel or what you are going to want. So it's a little bit a time when you can't tell them either you want to be with them or not. You can just see what will happen. And here we have an ace, so 1, 1 again. So source. I'm seeing different things. I'm seeing that this person is very passionate about you, but they might get angry with you if you are not, since you are changing before their eyes, they are losing control, and they might feel more and more scared, and therefore they get pissed off because maybe they think you will leave them or desert them or humiliate them or something. So instead of showing how desperately they don't want to lose you, they might even kick in the door so that you will want to lose them. Like they will do and say stupid things that will be the last nail in the coffin. But that's their problem. It can be your problem too, because you would wish that they would act differently. But if they don't have the experience or the wisdom or the knowledge to do that, they will act in juvenile and immature ways. And this is the outcome for the relationship, the master. So both of you are growing tremendously through this relationship. This person might be refusing it right now, while you are going through very great metamorphosis. But they will have to admit to their own pride too. Eventually, maybe they will act like they don't care about you, or act like things aren't in the way that you know in your heart that they are. And it will be very disappointing to you. But it's what it is. You can just continue keeping things real, saying things as they are, like blurring out the blunt truth. And maybe that will spark an awakening in this person, and they will get at least angry enough. This is the torch and torch, to also eventually say exactly what they mean, or at least what they think will hurt you the most. But that can be an opening to becoming more honest. Okay. So for you, we have the Lamb. I actually initially felt more this anger with you and they being the Lamb. But I think that you will calm down because you have gone through your breakthrough or breakdown and come to a place where you are starting to accept yourself and what's going on around you, the big changes. So when this person starts to become irritated, I don't think you will be super triggered by it. You will just be like, okay. So I don't think you will get nervous either. The Lamb can feel a little bit vulnerable, but I don't feel vulnerable here. I just feel like you are staying in this calm, humble stage of your mind. Okay. And for them it's frog. Okay. They feel pretty small and insignificant, and as if they are victim to circumstances, that wherever they go there's a rain cloud. So they might be like, oh, this is always happening to me, and it's of course that you don't love me properly because no one ever loved me. And so it's that kind of thing. It's not helpful. It's not making you make an extra effort to love them a little bit more. Maybe they will harass you enough so that you will try to, walk a little bit on eggshells around them to not wake the big martyr monster. But this is their issue. This is something that they need to figure out and they need to work through. And you should just stay in this Lamb master kind of energies. It's a little bit Buddha, Jesus kind of energy. Like live and let live, and kind of forgive them because they know not what they are doing. So you can see that a person is struggling with truth and being honest, and that they lose themselves into their shadow and projections and become the martyr or try to control you, or with the trust here, it's a little bit like flickering lights. Also, they love you one day, hate you the next day, love you, hate you, love you, and then they get angry with you. And so they're a little bit all over the place, but it's because they're trying to control the surrounding, like a little kid is trying to cry until they get their needs met. And this is what this person is doing. They're trying like a variation of different methods to manipulate you and get what they want out of this situation. And you are just observing because you have gone through some kind of big breakdown, and you are just not triggered by this situation anymore. Before, maybe this person could make you jump through hoops, but now it's like, no. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. The Lamb, existence, and this master here. It's as if you're one with the universe right now. You and the universe is the same mind. So I think it could be very beneficial for you to really practice mindfulness, to stay in no mind, to just be blank, to just feel your inner peace. If you can't feel inner peace, feel whatever you feel. If you feel a lot of pain, stress, anxiety, you're still part of the breakdown. So just feel it and let it be there. Don't try to change it. It's just like a mud flood that needs to rush through. This mud that the lotus leaves roots are growing inside. So it's going to be very helpful in the end to stay with your pain, and eventually we'll come to this place of inner peace, maybe in May, if you allow it. And here we have forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, because this person is a baby and trying to manipulate others to do things for them so life will become bearable. But it's better if they take leadership over their own life and make it bearable themselves. What do I want? What do I need? How can I take care of myself so I feel better? If the rain is following me everywhere, can I sit maybe under a lotus leaf and avoid the rain? Or will I complain on the universe and God and my wife or husband or mother or father or children that, they should have protected me from the rain, which is best? How can I help myself? How can I do things that's pleasing to me? So this person, they can't see it right now, but they are in need of growing a little bit out of this control and martyrdom. And for you, it's about facing your pain, the tidal wave of pain, and maybe swimming in the mud pool, and just finding that it's not going to kill you. It's just a healing exercise, and it will make you find your inner light and your inner peace, and you will become like the master and the lamb here, in peace, innocent, and not triggered, because you're much more healed than what you were before. So you'll find like a new mind. Your mind is so much bigger. It's not this little thinking, worrying mind. It's like a vast observer. Okay. So for the relationship, it's a little bit shaky, but everyone needs to go down their separate path. It doesn't mean that you have to separate, but it just means that this person needs to not be babied, and you will not be triggered. So you will be able to take much more wiser decision when this person gets triggered or trying to manipulate you or control you. You won't escalate the argument, but you won't like curl them either. It's not tough love. It's just you simply being you. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the pick a card reading Message from Spirit and the love reading for April to learn more about this situation or relationship. You can also order personal readings, distance healing, and past life regression sessions at my webpage, tarot.com.se. And please share my videos on your social media to let more people know about them. Also like the videos to show YouTube that you want to see more readings from me in your feed. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. So thank you so much in advance also for watching this far. Take really good care. Until next time, stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.